It's 7 a.m. and this is Good Day on Fox 4.
It's a new year and we'll help you set attainable goals for 2007.
And we'll talk about setting some realistic goals for the new year.
Welcome back to Good Day on this New Year's Day, Monday morning. Here's a look at the current temperatures, the full forecast a little bit later. Well, it is the first day of a brand new year and an ideal time to make some positive changes in our lives. But how do you make sure you keep those resolutions for the long haul? Psychiatrist Dr. Rama Pemmaraju has some thoughts about that. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you.
First of all, the idea of making resolutions, based on your experience treating people, dealing with folks, is it a good idea?
Oh, I think it's a great idea because I think we're all striving for improvement, change, and awakening inside. So it's a natural tendency to want to do better, to let go of the past, and to look forward to the future.
In general, though, do you find are people able to keep resolutions?
I think it's very difficult. It depends on the person. It depends on what their personality style is, what resistances they have, the different obstacles that are in their life, but nothing's impossible. And even though it may seem slow, change can occur.
Okay, well, so let's talk about some specific strategies that you have found helpful. One thing you talk about is declare a formal intention, both mentally and on paper.
That's right. Your mental intention and focus is like your inner meditation. Without that intention, you won't be able to even proceed forward. And writing on a piece of paper or any form of writing really puts it into the physical. It goes from potential action into kinetic action. And a reminder, on your refrigerator, by your bed, or just at work, really helps to keep that remembrance because the mind has a tendency to really forget.
People sometimes joke about the idea of the daily affirmation.
Yes.
I'm good enough, I'm smart enough. But you're saying that taking your resolution, posting it on your refrigerator, and repeating it daily or even more often is actually a good idea.
That's an individual thing. Sometimes people like to repeat it. Sometimes people just like to look and focus for a few minutes. That really brings it into the physical and reminds us that we have made this intent, and so whatever it takes to proceed with that can actually occur.
Okay, put it onto paper and keep it in front of you. All right, you also say that we should never lose sight of the big picture when we're trying to make changes.
That's right.
What do you mean by that?
If you want to become an MBA, if you want to become an athlete, whatever the goal is, don't get bogged down in the small issues of the day-to-day because all of our lives are so dissipated. Our mind is so dissipated by many distractions. You've got to keep the bigger picture in mind, and even that can be written down in terms of where you're headed, but not to lose focus and insight into your dream.
So maybe pick a couple of or if you've picked a couple of very large goals, like gaining an advanced degree, the little annoyances, the setbacks, the little disappointments in life, you just tell yourself, forget it, let it go.
You have to practice letting go. It's really an art. You practice letting go each day at the end of the day of all the kinds of things that have kept you from that goal. Just because you've set a large goal doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight. It takes time in the physical for it to manifest. What
we're talking about right here is sort of retraining the way we think and the kind of thoughts that enter into our brains. Is that?
Absolutely. Everything in our life is conditioned for us to be more dissipated, more distracted, and to not have a great focus. But when we swim upstream like a salmon, we can gather all of that energy of the mind and put it to use.
And so often when you look at the lives of very successful people, so it's that mental focus that they were able to maintain and never let go of no matter what.
It's the inner focus that will come into the physical because it starts in the mind. And this is a great secret that many are just now discovering.
Great. Well, thank you, Dr. Rama. And he will be joining us with more goal-setting tips in our extended version of Good Day.
Right.
Dr. Rama will be back a little bit after 9 o'clock this morning for more.